Today, our verse is Philippians chapter 2, verse 8. And being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Philippians 2 is one of the most beautiful hymns in the New Testament. St. Paul in this hymn weaves together the pre-existence of Jesus, his humanity, and his glorification. That Jesus was in the form of God refers to his pre-existence, clearly outlined by the Gospel of St. John, John chapter 1, 1-3. But he took on human form to become like us in all things except sin, as the letter to the Hebrews tells us, Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. In taking on a human form, Jesus stooped to our human situation. That is, he brought himself low from his exalted position as God. He humbled himself. Etapenosen heauton. Tapeno in Greek means to lower or make low, to humiliate, humble, or degrade oneself. That is what Jesus did. He degraded himself and accepted our condition in three ways, as highlighted in our verse. First, he became obedient. Obedience entails submitting or ceding one's will to another. It is dying to self to accept the will of another person. Jesus completely accepted the will of his Father. The second point is that obedience meant that he would die on the cross to redeem humanity. And Jesus accepted his death out of total obedience and submission to his Father. And third, and most painful, is that he accepted not just any kind of death, but the most shameful death at the time administered to public criminals. It was good enough to accept death, not that shameful death. For the Romans, crucifixion was a punishment meted out to slaves. Crucifixion was never administered to Roman citizens because it was considered degrading. That is the extent of love that Jesus had for the world. He made himself a slave to elevate us to the status of the citizens of heaven. What a great thing. God exalted Jesus and bestowed on him the name which is above every other name. What do we learn from Jesus in this verse? Humility. Humility is a necessity for following Jesus. Suppose you want to be a true disciple of Jesus and clothe yourself in a garment of pride. In that case, you must reconsider who you are following. We may go through some form of humiliation because of our faith. Let us remember that there is no amount of humiliation that will compare to that which Jesus endured for us on the cross. That should give us the courage to turn to him for help when we are going through difficulties or being humiliated, especially because of our faith. Lord, give us the grace to humble ourselves and to learn from your example. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a splendid day.